Hello, my friends. This is Kurt Berglund with more APBA Hall of Fame set King of the Hill tournament action. And it's getting good. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. And if you haven't been following along, you're jumping on at just the right time. But first, we're going to rip some 1991 Donruss junk wax. That's right. This is as good as junk wax gets. Now, many people would ask me, why rip junk wax on your channel? Well, my friends, it's for the same reason a dog licks himself. Because he can. Junk wax. And it's sealed junk wax. I'm not making this up. It's sealed, baby. All right, see what we got here. Mike Fetters, former Brewer. Thought he looked like Babe Ruth. Dwight Smith, good hitter. I don't know who this guy is, but maybe he turned into something. Tom Bolton became a Mariner. No, he didn't. He became a Tiger. That was it. 93 Tigers. Mark Lemke, the Lemmer. One of my favorite players of the 80s and 90s. Mickey Tettleton. Joe Colonel Klink. I don't want to talk about it. This guy could hit and pitch, both. We have a confusing situation here, my friends. We have Jack Doherty clearly playing a defensive position, and yet the position on his card, designated hitter. Derek Lilliquist, I don't know why I remember him. Bill Swift, arm trouble, but tough when he was healthy. Pedro Guerrero, there's a hitter. Kevin Moss. What could have been, right? And Ted Power, good relief pitcher. All right, we'll do one more. Willie Stargell, by the way, puzzle pieces. Jose Rio, blame it on Rio. Bud Black, good manager. Jim Neidlinger, Atlee Hammaker, 1983 All-Star Game. Oops. Lance Blankenship, played a lot of positions and none of them well. Greg Colburn, rated rookie. We know this because it says so on the card. Frank Willis, don't really remember him. Matt Williams, how'd that whole Nationals thing work out, Matt? Bill Hazelman. Fred Lynn. MVP. Lot of saves. Louis Aquino. Geronimo Pena. And Timmy Hewlett, former White Sox. All right, that's it for the junk wax. Let's talk standings in the King of the Hill. The current King of the Hill happens to be the team with the best record right now. That's not always the case. The 1981 of the present American Leaguers are 6-3 and marching toward the World Series. You need 10 wins to get there. First two teams to 10 wins play in the World Series. 81 of the present American Leaguers are in first place. They did this by defeating the 61 to the 80s in the last game. They are in second place out by a game, but they got to wait to play now. In third place, but 2 games off the playoff pace, which is bad news at this point, are the 21 to 40s, the 01s to the 20s, and the Negro Leaguers. In really bad shape are the 2-win teams, the 81 to the present National League, the 41 to 60s, and the not yet Hall of Famers. Losses don't matter so much because you're racing for wins. And if you lose, you have to wait until your turn comes up again. That's how King of the Hill works. The matchup today is the 1941 to the 1960s on the road against the 81 to the present American Leaguers. The 41 to 60s have 2 wins. The 81 to the present American Leaguers have 6. I'm not going to say it's last chance saloon for the 41 to 60s because it might not be, but it certainly would help them a lot if they won today. For the 81 to present American Leaguers, they're on a march to 10 wins. They're looking good, but obviously the more you keep winning, the better off you are. There's no such thing as a magic number, really, in a King of the Hill tournament. You just got to keep winning. So that's where we're at today. The pitchers in this game are Hal Newhouser for the 41 to 60s, the left-hander from Detroit, against Curt Schilling, the number 5 starter for the 81 of the present American Leaguers. So the door is open for the 41 to 60s to win. Can they walk through that door? Let's find out and go to the starting lineups. Lineups for the game look like this. For the 41 to 60s, it's Jackie Robinson leading off at second base, Eddie Matthews batting second and third base, Ted Williams batting third and left field, Mickey Mantle batting fourth and center field, Stan Musial batting fifth at first base, Larry Doby batting sixth in center field, Yogi Berra batting seventh and doing the catching, and Ernie Banks will bat eighth and play shortstop. On the mound, whoops. Hal Newhouser, who is an A pitcher with an XZ modifier. He was a left-hander. All right. For the 81 to the present American Leaguers, Ricky Henderson leads off in left field. Wade Boggs bats second at third base. Frank Thomas, 2 home runs in the last game to propel them to victory, bats third and plays first base. Ken Griffey Jr. bats fourth and plays right field. Paul Molitor bats fifth and plays second base. Robin Yount bats sixth and plays center field. Alan Trammell bats seventh and plays shortstop. And Jorge Posada bats eighth and does the catching. On the mound is Curt Schilling. He is a B pitcher with an XYZ modifier. And we are ready to play. Both teams are fielding 1 on defense. And where are my dice? Here they are. All right. So Jackie Robinson steps in against Curt Schilling. And the first pitch of the game is hit to right field. That's Ken Griffey Jr. And that's 1 out. Top of the first. We're underway. Eddie Matthews coming up. 2 wins only so far. They're 2-4. These 41 to 60s. Pitch from Schilling is strike 3 swinging. First strikeout for Schill. And there's 2 outs. Now it's Ted Williams. Red Sox adversaries. This one's cranked to right center. It's going to split Yount and Griffey Jr. And there's a double for Teddy Ball Game. 2 outs. Mantle. Schilling the stretch and the pitch. And there is a base hit for Mantle. No. No, it's not. It's cut off by Boggs. He fires to Thomas, and that will retire the side. Boggs with a great play, put a star by that one, and we go to the bottom of the first with no score. 81 to the present American Leaguers doing it all. They're pitching, they're hitting, they're playing defense. Ricky Henderson leads off against Newhouser. He walked him. And the whole neighborhood is falling down around me. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's all coming down. Newhouser the stretch and the pitch to Boggs, and there goes Henderson. The throw down to Jackie Robinson is not in time, and Henderson steals second. So he's in scoring position now. Newhouser to Boggs, the pitch. That's a base hit for Boggs. Pulled into right field, drops in front of Doby, and the 81 to the present American Leaguers are on the board just like that. An RBI single for Boggs, a walk, a stolen base by Henderson, and a single by Boggs, and it's 1-0. Newhouser to Thomas. Hits this one to right field. Doby under it, and that's 1 down. Now it's Griffey Jr. Newhouser the pitch. He's an A. Chopped off his glove. Rolls toward Banks. Griffey's safe. Boggs is safe. 2 on, 1 out. Molitor up. Newhouser the stretch. And the delivery to Molitor. Ground ball, Matthews. He steps on third. He fires to first. Musial the stretch, and they get him. It's a 5-5-3 rally-killing, soul-crushing double play, but the American Leaguers break out on top with 1 in the first on a pair of hits. 1 left. We go to the second. It's 1-0, 81 to the present American Leaguers. 41-60's up. Musial, Doby, and Berra against Schilling. This is hit to center. Under it is Yount, and that's 1 out in the second. Doby up. Surprise starter. Snyder getting the day off. Ground ball hit toward Trammell. He throws to Thomas, and there's 2 outs. Yogi Berra up. Nobody aboard. Ground ball Thomas, he's going to take it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 second inning for Schilling. We've played 1.5, and it's 1-0, 81 to the present American Leaguers. Yount, Trammell, and Posada up in the second against Newhouser. Pitch to Robin is hit to left. Under it is Williams, and there's 1 gone. Trammell up against Newhouser. Struck him out. 1 strikeout for Newhouser, and now it's Posada with Schilling on deck. Newhouser winds and delivers. Ground ball Banks. He fires to Musial, and that will retire the side. So it's 1-0, 81 to the present American Leaguers after 2. Schilling will face Banks, Newhouser, and the top of the order with Jackie Robinson in the third. Pitch to Banks is drilled. Over third base. Ricky Henderson's got to go dig it out of the corner. Ernie's got himself a 2-base hit. Now it's up to Newhouser, who could hit a little bit. Schilling the stretch and the pitch. He's not bunting. He walks him. 2 on, nobody out. The third for Robinson. Schilling the stretch and the pitch, and this is grounded to Trammell. No, excuse me, grounded to Molitor. Molitor goes to Trammell for 1, and the relay to Thomas is in time for a rally-crushing, soul-killing double play. Turned by the American Leaguers as Banks gets to third with 2 outs, and now it's Matthews. Schilling the stretch and the pitch, and that's lifted to left, but not deep. Ricky Henderson under it, and he will put it away for out number 3. Bottom of the third, 1-0 American Leaguers over the 41-60s. Ricky Henderson. Actually, Schilling will lead off, then Ricky, And then Boggs, 9-1-2 for the American Leaguers. Hey, struck him out. That's Newhouser's second. He has retired 5 in a row. Henderson up. He's walked and scored, stole a base and scored. He is the run of the ball game so far. Popped him up. Under it is Eddie Matthews. And there's 2 down. Now it's Boggs. Drove in the only run of the game, 1 for 1. Pitch. Ground ball Banks. He throws to Matthews, or to Musial, excuse me, and that will retire the side. So we played 3, and the American Leaguers are out front, 1-0. Schilling will face Williams, Mantle, and Musial. 3-4-5 in the 41-60s. The pitch. Hit to center. Robin is there, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Mantle 0 for 1. Pitch to the Mick. Base hit. He's on with 1 out. Musial up. They got to do something different. They're going to hit and run here. Get Mickey in motion. See if they can make something happen. They've been so lifeless offensively. Schilling the stretch. There goes Mickey. It's a 16 on the hit and run. Base hit over second. Molitor can't quite reach it. Mantle will go to third, and there's 41-60s at the corners with 1 out. Doby up. Infield a double play depth. Schilling in his first jam. The pitch home to Larry Doby. Base hit to right. Griffey Jr. collects it. Mantle scores. We're tied at 1. Around second is Musial. He will take third. And that's a big hit by Larry Doby to tie the game. We're in the 4th. There's 1 out. Infield still at double played up. Schilling the stretch. The pitch to Berra. Base hit past Molitor. That's going to score Musial with the second run for the 41-60s. Doby around second. He will take third, and they're at the corners again. That's going to get action going in the 81 of the present American Leaguers. Bullpen, it's Jack Morris. Double play depth for the infield. Banks up with Newhouser on deck. The pitch. Hit to right. Under it is Griffey Jr. He will make the catch, and Doby will hold it third. It's 2-1, 41-60s with Newhouser at the plate and 2 outs. Doby at third, Berra at first. The pitch home from Schilling. Hey, struck him out and picked a good time for his second strikeout. So the 41-60s take the lead. 2 runs on 4 hits. After 3.5, they lead 2-1. And all of it was keyed by the hit-and-run single by Musial. So now it's Newhouser facing the meat for the American League. Thomas, Griffey, and Molitor. The pitch. Ground ball, Eddie Matthews. He throws to Musial for out number 1. Now it's Griffey, 1 for 1. Left field toward the line. On the run is Williams, and he's there for out number 2. Molitor. No, he struck him out. That's number 3 for Prince Hal, and it's 10 in a row retired for the Tiger left-hander. We've played 4 complete. It's 2-1, 41-60s, and suddenly they're looking a lot better. Top of the order, Jackie Robinson up with Matthews and Williams to follow. Righty, lefty, lefty. Schilling needs to right the ship. Jackie's 0 for 2. The pitch, base hit for Robinson. That starts it all over again for the 4160s, and it gets Morris back up in the bullpen. Matthews up, infield a double play depth, Schilling the stretch. There goes Robinson. Matthews takes the pitch. The throw down to Molitor is not in time, and Robinson steals second. He's in scoring position for Matthews. Down in the count, 0-1. The pitch from Schilling is a 29. That's grounded to Thomas. He's going to flip to Schilling covering, and they will record the out as Jackie gets to third. 1 out in the 5th. Infield moves in. Williams up. 1 for 2 for Ted. The pitch. Hit to right. Not deep. Griffey under it. He makes the catch. The throw home to Posada. The tag is in time. They get Robinson at the plate. It's a 9-2 rally-killing, soul-crushing double play turned by the American Leaguers. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 2-1, 4160s. Newhouser will face Yount, Trammell, and Posada in the 5th. Robbins 0 for 1. The pitch is a strike 3 swinging. 4th strikeout for Newhouser. Now it's Trammell 0 for 1. Strike 3 called. 5th strikeout and 3rd in a row for Newhouser. Now it's Posada. Hey, strikes out the side. 6 strikeouts now for Newhouser, and he's just getting warmed up. We go to the 6th. It's 2-1, 4160s. Schilling will face Mantle, Musial, and Doby. Pitch to the Mick. Base hit. He's on again. 2 for 3 for Mantle. Musial up now. 1 for 2. Infield a double played up. There goes Mantle. It's the hit and run. Again. Loving that combo. But it's a grounder cut off by Molitor. He's going to flip to Thomas and retire Musial as Mantle moves up to second. Now it's Doby 1 for 2. Schilling the stretch and the pitch. Line shot caught by Trammell to Molitor for the twin killing. It's a rally-killing, soul-crushing double play turned 2 innings in a row. They're being aggressive, maybe a little too aggressive. 4160s nursing a 1-run lead. Schilling up first. Bottom of the 6th, down a run. They're going to stick with Schilling. And Kurt strikes out swinging and pathetically. 5 strikeouts in a row for Newhouser. Molitor, Yount, Trammell, Posada, and Schilling. He's up to 7 strikeouts in the game. Henderson up, 0 for 1. He walked him. That's going to get action in the 4160s bullpen. It's going to be Wilhelm. Boggs up. The pitch from Newhouser. He takes. There goes Ricky. The throw down to Banks is not in time as Ricky steals second. Tying run in scoring position with 1 out for Boggs. He's down in the count 0-1. The pitch from Newhouser. He walked him. 2 on. Thomas up. He's been on fire. Newhouser the stretch. The pitch. Ground ball, Banks. He goes to Robinson for 1. The relay to Musial, not in time. Thomas beats the rap at first. American leaguers at the corners with 2 outs now for Junior. Newhouser in a jam. Tying run at third, 2 outs. Junior's 1 for 2. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. That's number 8. Big clutch out for Newhouser. We've played 6. 2-1, 41 60s. Schilling gets Berra, Banks, and Newhouser 7-8-9 in the 7th. And this is trouble. Hit by Yogi. Over third base, past Boggs. Berra's going to get to second, and that's going to bring up Banks with nobody out. Morris again up in the bullpen. Schilling the stretch. The pitch to Ernie. Hey, struck him out. That's number 3 for Schilling. Now it's Newhouser. Schilling the stretch. Checks Berra. The pitch home. Trouble. It's a hanger. And Newhouser just deposited it into the gap. Splits Yount and Henderson and goes all the way to the wall. Berra scores. It's 3-1, and Newhouser helps himself with a double. Robinson up. That's going to do it for Schilling. It's going to be Jack Morris coming on. Quisenberry's going to start throwing in their bullpen, but for now it's Morris. Schilling is done. 6 1/3. 9 hits. He walked 1. He struck out 3, and he allowed 3 runs, all earned so far. But Newhouser could be his 4th run. He is set up to lose this game unless they turn it around. Quisenberry starting to throw. Robinson at the plate, 1 out. Newhouser at second. 3-1. 41 60s. The pitch is hit. It's another hanger from Morris. It's going to be extra bases over Yount's head. Newhouser scores. It's 4-1. Robinson around second. Look at him go. He slides into third safely with a triple. 4-1, 41 60s. Playing like world beaters. Matthews up, 1 out, infield in. The pitch from Morris. Hey, struck him out, and that's a good time to do that. Williams is up with Mantle on deck. Morris the stretch. The pitch home to Ted Williams. Hey, fly ball right field. Griffey Jr. under it toward the line and will make the catch. That will end the inning. The 41 60s score 2 on 3 hits and leave 1. We are stretching them out midway through 7. It's 4-1, 41 60s. Newhouser looks to have more than enough to finish the job, but there's 9 outs to go. All right, bottom of the 7th. Getting to be crunch time for the American Leaguers. Molitor, Yount, Trammell against Newhouser. 5, 6, 7. Molitor strikes out. That's number 9 for Prince Hal. Yount up now. Robin is 0 for 2. Popped it up. Eddie Matthews, 2 down. And now Trammell, 0 for 2, pair of strikeouts. Ground ball, Banks. He plants and throws to Musial, and that will retire the American Leaguers in the 7th. Going to the 8th, it's 4-1, 41 60s. Morris with Quisenberry ready. Mantle, Musial, Doby. Mickey's 2 for 3. The pitch, ball 4. Musial up. That's it. Morris is done. They're going to quiz. And they're going to make a double switch. Trammell is out. Jeter coming in. And Jeter will bat ninth. And Quisenberry will bat seventh. Morris is done. Quisenberry comes on. Morris's numbers: 2/3 of an inning, a hit, a walk, a whiff, no runs yet. But Mantle on first is his responsibility. Musial is up against Quisenberry. He's an A pitcher with a ZZ modifier. Mantle at first. They're going to do it one more time. Quisenberry the stretch, the pitch. There goes Mantle on the hit and run. Line shot at Molitor, who flips to Thomas, and it's a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-3 line-out double play. Well, you can go to the well once too often. Doby up against Quisenberry, 1 for 3 for Larry. The pitch, base hit. Doby's aboard. Now it's Berra, 2 for 3 for Yogi. Quisenberry the stretch, checks Doby, the pitch home. Posada gets it, lets it get by him. Wild pitch to the screen. Doby up to second base. Berra up. Ahead in the count, 1-0. The pitch. Base hit for Yogi. Drops in front of Griffey Jr. Look at Doby around third. It's 5-1, 41-60s with a big insurance run. And now Banks. Quiz, the stretch, the pitch, and grounded to Boggs. He fires to Thomas, and that will retire the side. But the 41-60s get another run and 2 hits and leave 1. After 7.5, 41-60s 5, American Leaguers 1. Posada, Jeter, and Henderson up 8-9-1. He walked him. So Newhouser lets the leadoff runner get on, and now it's going to be Jeter. Newhouser to stretch. The pitch to the captain is a base hit. It's a base hit for Jeter. Oh, wait. No, I'm wrong. I'm looking at the wrong column. It's cut off by Matthews. He throws to Musial at first. Posada moves up to second, and there's 1 out. Henderson up now. Ricky's 0 for 1. A pair of walks, a pair of stolen bases, a run scored. 5-1, 41-60s. The pitch from Newhouser. Ground ball Robinson. He goes to Banks for 1. The relay to Musial is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play. Boy, double plays are all over the place. We go to the 9th. Quisenberry back out. 5-1, 41-60s. Newhouser will lead off. Then the top with Robinson, and then Matthews. And a comebacker to Quiz. He gloves it, takes a few steps towards Thomas, and flips him the ball for 1 out. Now it's Robinson, 2 for 4. Walked him. Nope, he didn't. It's ZZ. That's ball 2. Hit to center. Robin out. And that's 2 down. Now it's Matthews, 0 for 4. And there's a strike. Popped it up. Jeter on the infield dirt is going to take it, and it's a 1-2-3 9th. Go to the bottom of the 9th, and the king of the hill is on the line. Newhouser trying to finish it. Be Boggs, Thomas, and Junior, 2, 3, 4, with Wilhelm ready to go. Boggs 1 for 2 with a walk. They need 4 to keep it going, 5 to walk it off. The pitch. That's a hanger. Boggs drives it, and it's going to be extra bases. As it splits Mantle and Doby, and Boggs has a leadoff double. Now it's Thomas, and that's going to do it. Newhouser's done. It's going to be the knuckleballer, Hoyt Wilhelm. We'll give you Newhouser's numbers. So Newhouser goes 8 innings. He allows just 4 hits, but he walked 4, and he struck out 9. Thomas up, 0 for 3 for Frank. Griffey on deck. This is not over yet. Wilhelm is an A reliever with an XZ modifier. The pitch. He walked him. Boy, still not over. Griffey up. 5-1. 2 on. Nobody out in the bottom of the 9th. Wilhelm the stretch. Griffey's 1 for 3. The pitch to Junior. Hit to left toward the line. Williams on the run. He gets there for out number 1. Molitor up. He's had a bad game. 0 for 3. A double play. 2 whiffs. Wilhelm the stretch. The pitch. Hit to right. This is Doby. And that's 2 down. Now it's Yount. 0 for 3 for Robin. On deck is Tomey, the pitch. And this is a hanger. He drills this knuckleball, and that's a base hit. It's going to go for extra bases. Splitting Mantle and Williams going to the wall. Scoring is Boggs. It's 5-2. And scoring is Thomas. It's 5-3. It's a 2-run double, and the tying run's going to come to the plate. Hitting for Quisenberry. Jim Tomey, Slugger Jim, coming to the plate with the game on the line and the King of the Hill on the line. Set the stage. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, 5-3. Yount on second. Tomey at the plate. He's the tying run. Posada is on deck. No, George Brett is coming out on deck. Should Tomey reach, Brett will bat. Wilhelm the stretch. The pitch to Tomey. Ground ball, Matthews. He throws to Musial, and the 4160s have done it. They have done it. It's a 5-3 King of the Hill victory for the 4160s. The winning pitcher is Newhouser. The save goes to Wilhelm. The loss goes to Schilling. Let's look at the standings. We said in the pregame, losses don't matter. The 81 to the present American Leaguers are 6-4. The big number is their wins. They have 6 of them, but they are no longer the King of the Hill. The new King of the Hill is the 41 to 60s. They have 3 wins. They move up into a tie for 3rd place with a chance to go up from there. Their next game, they will be, as the King of the Hill, the home team, and they will be taking on the 21 to 40 ball club with Carl Hubble on the mound. For the 4160s, it'll be Bob Feller. So Bob Feller and Carl Hubble in our next game. It's getting tight. Thank you for joining me. I'm Kurt Berglund. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being with me. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.